Restaurant and Park. Greetings. This is the Get To Free Press, and I'm George Austin Rhines. This is the vehicle that you all have seen on WALB TV, ABC, and of course on Boston G.B.R. YouTube channel. And we want you to have the rest of the story, and this is why we are here this evening, to give you what others ignore.
I'm Jay, and this is my place, Jay's Place, Restaurant and Pub.
Greetings. Greetings. This is the Get To Free Press in Valdosta, Georgia, and of course this is the BMW that was vandalized here down Asher Street, North Asher Street that is, at the Jay's Place Restaurant and Pub. And you've seen this on WALB TV, ABC. I don't think CBS has published anything yet, and I tried to look at ABC video news cap, and of course I couldn't find it, but I'm going to look again tonight. But we're going to publish this video because this is another day, and we are going to keep this where you can digest what Valdosta and Lowndes County is all about. This is not a standalone case. If the truth was unveiled about the EEOC complaints at Lowndes County High School, you would be amazed by what's going on out there, especially in the lunchroom among black employees and people in leadership positions, and somebody must publish it. If WALB TV is not going to publish it, if ABC will only soundbite, and if your other news media networks want to keep this hush-hush and quiet in the background, as if though Valdosta does not have some major racial problems. They will say you playing the race card. But what did you see in truth about the graffiti that is written on this car on your nightly news? Did you see what you see on YouTube? Did you see on nightly news what you saw on Facebook when it first happened? Facebook did not white it out. They wanted you to see the rest of the story of truth. In the video that I put up, if you notice, I didn't take it down, but I need more information about why the news media is not doing more concerning the complete story, possibly of why this graffiti is on this car. And we're going to continue. So I took my video down. I took it down because I want people to understand something tonight. I want people to understand that this is a bigger picture than this BMW right here. And we're going to give you the rest of the story because you have a right to know. Yes, sir.
I got heard about talking when I came out the door.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You see the car?
You know about that car, right? Yeah. I put it on YouTube, and of course, I'm not going to let it go.
I'm going to get my boss.
Huh?
I'm going to get my boss for you, too.
To her?
Yeah.
Well, I know her. I'm waiting on her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. You see, people must understand that when we see white people write nigger, bitch, get out, fuck you, these words are routine for us. Our grandparents told us about what they experienced and their mother and grandfather and great-grandmother faced at the hands of white Christians down south. And so this is nothing new for us. And many of us thought, and I was included, I thought that things had gotten better in 19 69 and 70. But it seems as if though God is correct. It seems as if though the Jesus people play games with in church on Sundays and on the Sabbath is correct. Jesus said, "My sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow." And so that's why I don't follow a lot of Christians today. This is why I don't follow a lot of Muslims today. This is why I don't follow a lot of Jews today. In fact, this is why I don't follow nobody today. Because all I see is games being played. People will tell you that I love Jesus and that I go to Bible study on Wednesday night and bear meeting on Friday night and worship service on Sunday. But they come out of all these buildings made by man, and they are housed with hate, and they put on a happy face, make you think that they love you and that they love Jesus or Allah or Muhammad or the son of Amram and Yoshabel Moses, while they practice the hate of Satan. Well, look, if President Trump is a Christian, if he is a Muslim, if he's a Jew, if he is a Buddhist or Catholic, the question is beyond any word that come from his lip. What kind of fruits are displayed from the limbs on his tree? That is indeed the $3 question. That is the question. And so as we walk around the streets here in Valdosta, we must ask a valid question today. And I'm going to say it because this is really a small thing here. What is more sickening than this is for an $85 million school to go up and black folk don't get any of that money. Poor white contractors don't get any of that money. But I'm going to ask you a question. What Christian church have members that would spray paint that's unremovable on an American citizen's vehicle like this? What Christian going to any of these big, large mega churches here in Valdosta would do this and tell the world that they are a believer in Jesus and that they love the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Now, if you do this type of work, why would you even go to church? Jesus that I was told about, the Jesus of my ancestors, the God of the black people, the God of religious, righteous, and holy white people, we know that that God would not do this. Would not do this. Even though nigger in ancient Egypt was a very spiritual and holy word. We are going to continue to do this because God is on our side. And I say to black folk, don't you hate white folk. All white people are not bad. I remember, and I say what other black people will not say. What is that, Brother Rhymes? I know because my grandmama told me. White folk fought for black folk before black folk knew what the fight was all about. So why should I hate white people? My grandmother lived through some turbulent times, but she never hated white folk. She knew the white folks in Brooks County that was members of the Ku Klux Klan because she cleaned their houses and knew where the Klan uniform were. And she still treated them with respect. And so we shouldn't do any less today as black folk. Why would you say that, Brother Rhymes? Because somewhere I read Matthew 24:35, heaven and earth would pass away, but my word would stand forever. And what is that? Love ye one another. Now I'm going to close this out. I'm going to say to you, ask Channel 10, why didn't they publish what I published? Why didn't they draw the camera in so the American people can see what was painted on this American citizen car, whose mother and father served in the wars of this nation? Why would WALB, any other news media, not go in and zoom so they can see the type people that we have here in the state of Georgia? Not in 1555, not in 1655, not in 1965, but in 2018. And I'm going to say to you, we are on our way to destroying this country unless we get it together. God gave us a Martin Luther King, and as you know, he was a peaceful man, but he died violently. So I'm going to leave you now. But I want to say to you, this black girl only did what white folk been doing for a long time. The Chinese, the Koreans, and everybody else. And that is to open a business here in Valdosta, Georgia, and reap the benefits of the blood that black folks shedded in every war of this nation. That includes the Revolutionary War and every conflict that you can mention. Black folk have stood for this country, even when this country would not stand for black folk. And I'm gonna say, it's a disgrace for anybody to vandalize somebody's car such as this. It is indeed a disgrace. This girl is not a nigger. These words, I got little children behind me, got to look at this word on this car. It don't make sense. It just don't make sense. But once again, we'll go play football. Titletown, USA. Black people go out there at the football game and don't know that the same people that see you as this word right here, they laugh at you because you think they love you at the games. They love you. You think they love you. This is not love. Love means that you have love, joy, long-suffering, temperance, equality, and justice, and that you want for your neighbor that which you want to have for yourself. You don't just look at the United States flag, and when you see it flying, and you don't see a Georgia flag beside it, not even on City Hall with Mayor Gale and the councilman that sit on the council. To me, this is disrespectful here in Valdosta and Lowndes County when they refuse to fly the Georgia flag. The Georgia flag represents our sons and daughters and parents who serve in the armed forces. But it seems as if though we don't care until it's time to go fight the wars of this nation. And then we all come together and we fight in the foxholes and we die together in the foxholes. We all are free to die together, but we are not free to love each other and respect each other. All I'm gonna say to you today is, peace be unto you. I gotta do this, y'all. I know you don't like it. And I know you're not gonna share it. CNN have called this young lady. All your major news media outlets want to interview now. They want to interview this girl. But she said, no, I'm not going to do interviews. I just want to set a business up so I can take care of my family like other people are taking care of their families. This is the Get To Free Press. I'm George Foster Rhymes, a retired military veteran. I am also under a 5-year criminal trespass by the wicked people at Lowndes County High School and this includes a all-white school board of education. I've ran the risk of being arrested, and I went and addressed this all-white school board, and do you not know, they ignored me. They haven't gotten back with me yet. I'm telling you, and I served this country like a fool. I served this country, but I say no more, no more. And if I had it to do again, I wouldn't do it. Why wouldn't I do it? Because my grandmama told me about these days. But for some reason, I thought we were getting better. But now we see the same thing. We see the same thing appear in his head because it's in the heart. It's in the heart of people. This is the Get To Free Press. Bye-bye. We gone.
I'm Jay, and this is my place, Jay's Place, Restaurant and Pub.